Okay, hello everyone. I'm back again. For those of you who saw my latest Facebook video, I didn't suggest I was going to come back, but I'm back again anyhow. So I hope you're all okay. I wanted to give you a quick update. Some of you may have seen my post about the launch of the Corporate Escapee. So I've been thinking about this for some time and how we can help support people who are in employment or are considering or have recently left employment or are new entrepreneurs, shall we say, or on that journey, who kind of are struggling with how they go about getting the support, the knowledge, the information, the persistence, the resilience, get their mindset around going out into starting their business in the same way that I did a few years ago. So I've launched today a program called the Corporate Escapee. It's still in, if you like, a thinking type mode. I'm asking for people who may well be interested in joining us to let me know that they are interested, and we will then create a group to go around them and support them, and support you perhaps, or people you know, to do that. So let me give you a little bit of background on what a corporate escapee is. And what I like to say is it's taking you on a journey from employee to entrepreneur. And the analogy I've used, if you like, and if you bear with me, is that the corporate is, if you like, a giant prison. And sometimes we can get so caught within this trap, if you like, that we can't seem to find a way out, right? There are so many things that we have to consider, so many things we have to do. And some of us, I know I was for sure, sitting in a corporate role, not happy about being in a corporate role, but didn't know what to do next and where to turn to. I was fortunate I found somebody who could help me deal with, at least help me unpick what it was that was keeping me up at night, if you like, in terms of the ideas for a business. And so that obviously that helped me on my journey to create the Business Troubleshooter. But now what I'm conscious of is, and from speaking to a lot of people, they're all going through a similar kind of journey depending on where they are. So if you bear with me on my analogy of a prison, the 5 stages I see to being a corporate escapee is, first of all, doing some thinking. So this is while you're still in situ, if possible, but obviously if you're not, then you're not. But this is where we're trying to establish what it is you could do. This is where we're brainstorming. This is where we're thinking about the different ideas that we may have, that how can we put that into some sort of business sense, and how do we go about putting that together and writing that down into some sort of business plan, early stage business plan. What is your passion? Can you keep, what are the things that keep you motivated and that will keep driving you forward in the cold light of day, if you like, when you don't have a job to go to, but you're having to run this business? So that's the first stage. So we spend a lot of time on thinking and getting your mindset and your attitude all correct. The next thing, if you like, is, and I often say when I'm mentioning this, it's as if you watch The Great Escape, it's Steve McQueen in the hole throwing the ball against a wall, trying to come up with different ways of getting himself out of this particular fix. So that's the first stage. The second stage is picking the tunnel to escape. So this is where you're taking that first step. You're now diving into a little bit more depth as to that long list of things that you could have done, like mine included, for example, opening a dive school in the Caribbean, through to running a bar, through to et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? So there's a whole host of different things, but now we start to get serious and we now to start to focus on what does that mean? How do we do it? What do we need to do to get this going? If we need to get a project plan together, do we need to get funding? Do we need to, firm up our business plan and concentrate more on who our competitors are, or potential competitors are? So that's the next stage. So picking the tunnel. Once we've gone through all that stages, we need to open the hatch to the tunnel. So we're opening the hatch and we're now building our knowledge and experience. We're, if you like, starting out. We're getting our brand together. We may even starting to get our first sales because we've started to go public with what we're doing. So that's that next stage. So it's all around actually taking action and making it a reality. The next thing I think is probably the most important stage, which is having what I call keep on digging, going in that tunnel and keep on going, because actually it is hard work to start a business and to remain motivated and have that positive mindset and attitude. And so if you're in that tunnel, and the analogy here is you keep on digging through that tunnel to keep on going, to keep having persistence and resilience. And the way I'm looking at having this group set up is you will get the support of not only myself, but other people who are on a similar journey with you. And what I'm finding is that accountability really helps people drive forward and achieve things, and sets them up for success. Once we've gone through that whole process of getting ourselves going, we've got our first few sales, etc., we're now out into the open, if you like. We've come out of the other side. We're out of that corporate. We're not likely to get sucked back into the corporate or put back into corporate prison, if you like. We're now looking at, what does the new world look like? How do we remain safe in that new world? How are we open? How are we showing that we're working? How do we tell? Who are we telling? How are we telling? All of those kind of things. And how are we looking to move forward and grow the business? So that's essentially the 5 stages that I'm talking about. So as I said, people can be joining this program at any one of those 5 stages. Yeah, you could be at the very early stages and just considering a move. You could have an itch that you need to scratch, and that, but you've made that decision, and we're now diving into it, and we're going up to the tunnels, and we're in the tunnel. So that's what I'm trying to do here with this group. And like I said, the group at the moment is being thought about, right? I have a few people who've said they'd be interested, but I need more than just a few people to really make it viable and to make it work for you. So what I'm saying to you is, if you have a remote interest in following this and becoming a corporate escapee like me, then feel free to go to my landing page on www.escapethecorporate.com. I think I've put the link in the comments below as well. So go there, put in your details, and send that through to me, and I will then get in touch with you, and we can have a conversation to find out where you are on that journey. What is it particularly of interest to you, and how can we structure something that will satisfy you as well? Obviously, for those people who are looking to join me at this early stage, there will be an investment to make, but this investment will be substantially lower than the investment that I will make people in the future join. So if you like, you're joining as a founder member, you will have the ability to influence what it is we do, and you will become, if you like, you can shape and create with me as we go along. So but I will be there to support you, because obviously that's the whole purpose of having this group and having this membership. As most of you will know who has worked with me, I'm all about action and taking action, but I also recognize that people need help at certain times with their mindset, with the support that a group and the accountability and pulling a project plan together and holding people accountable to particular deadlines and times is what I'm all about. So anyhow, that's what I'm currently up to. You will have seen a few posts, and you probably will see a few more. It is at this it is very much in an early stage, and it's in its infancy. So if you're interested at all, or if you know people who might be interested, please send them my way. Send them to escapethecorporate.com. Fill in that landing page. I will get in touch with them, and then we will go from there and find out exactly what it is. Like I said, this is proof of concept, shall we say. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and now seems as good a time as any. So I'd love to have people on board. I'd love to have people like you who may be interested in this, or people who who may be interested in this. So anyhow, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them through to me, put them in the comments. I don't know if we have any comments at the moment because we are live, but my assistant is looking at me, and I've had a few people say hello, and it sounds great. So thank you very much for those of you. But as I said, if you've got any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me, and I look forward to telling you more about this journey when I next can. Okay, thanks everybody. Take care. Have a good day.